Hi guys, what's up? I'm back. If you're new here, my name is Catalina, owner of Krafts Made by Cat, a small business that sells cute handmade goods. If you have come back from another video, hi, welcome, thank you for coming back. This week's video, I am doing a yarn haul type video. I have gotten a lot of yarn in the past 2 weeks, so I kind of just wanted to do a yarn haul, show you guys what I got and what I plan on making with all of it. First off, I'm going to start with my Dollar Tree yarn. I just wanted to say thank you to my mom for buying these yarns for me. I got one Premier Just Chanel yarn. So when these first came out about a year and a half ago, I got all the colors I could find and like 2 of each. Except for white, I could never find white. So when I finally got white, I ended up getting 10 rolls of it. Now they are really hard to find. It is not very often I can find them in any of the Dollar Trees around me. But I do have a lot of white, and I already had 1 roll of black, as you can see here, so now I have 2. So I am working on making a cow. As you can see here, I have already started on 1. I have, in fact, made a cow with this yarn before. I never showed you guys, but I did make it. It was pink instead of black. I made it for my dad, but I used way too big a crochet hook. I used the crochet hook it calls for on this, which is way too big, and I was crocheting incorrectly at the time. I was front looping my entire project instead of going through both loops. So here I am doing it again. As you can see, I got the feet and I got them connected, and I started on the body. So I have like 9 or 10 of these. So I'm going to see how many cows I can make with them, and I will have that many cows. And then I will switch over to the yarn from Michael's, and I will offer the cows in multiple different colors. But I will make as many cows as I can with this yarn to use up this yarn. And then once they're gone, that's it. I will switch over to Michael's yarn where I can make them that size and that texture and permanent. The other yarn that I got from Dollar Tree is Premier's Just Yarn Plush. I have seen these before. I've seen them all the time. I see these everywhere at all the Dollar Trees I go to. And I did get all 5 colors that they offer. As you can see, they have a red, a gold, a brown, a blue, and like a beige. So I did end up getting them all. Originally, I was going to make a peep with these. But then I decided I didn't like how dark these colors actually were. So I decided I'm going to make a maple chicken. A maple chicken is a common crochet item. You'll see a lot of people will make them, but I was going to make it with this yarn and then use this yellow for the beak and this for the thing on top of their head. So we're going to go crochet it, and it is really hard to crochet with. So I am going to try again with this yarn. Hopefully I can use it, and if I can, I can make maple chickens with it. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the brown and the blue, but I'm sure I will find some sort of project I can make with these, and I will add them to my website whenever I launch these plushies next. Now, to move on to my Michael's yarn, I would like to say thank you to my dad for buying me just about every single one of these yarns. If not all of these yarns, I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure he did actually end up buying all of these for me, so thank you. But Michael's has a Chanel Home Slim and a Sweet Snuggles Light. They're both made by Loops and Threads. The only difference is the Chanel Home Slim, they're like nude and regular colors, black, gray, brown, stuff like that. And the Sweet Snuggles Light is brighter, colorful colors. But same size, same material, all that. Just 2 different types, so they separate the colors. So to start with Chanel Home Slim, I got black and white. Of course, black and white can be used for tons of different projects, along with features on other projects, stuff like that. So I can really use these for anything, but specifically, I will be making a cow with these so I can keep them that size with these yarns permanently. But really they're just there so I can make any products I want because, you know, white and black, most basic colors. that you will need. The other Chanel Home Slims that I got is this mustard color and this sea pearl color. If you do want to get any of these, they are on Michael's apps or website, but I will have a link to all the colors I am showing you in the description if you want these specific colors. So this is mustard. I got it mainly for the beak of Mabel chickens, but you know, I can make anything that's really a darker yellow with this. So once again, it can be used for tons of different things. But mainly, I got it because I knew I needed the yellow for the beak. Another thing I plan on making is an appa. I'll put a picture here so you can see what it is. It is a creature from Avatar. My sister posted about it, like she was next to a giant display of one. So I decided I was going to make her one, and I need white. I already have the brown that I used on my sunflower pillow and my horse pillow, my sunflower pillow and my horse plushie that you have seen in other YouTube videos. It's that same brown color. And then I needed a tan color, which is this here. The only other color I need is a dark gray. And right now, my Michael's is limited stock. And I keep calling, waiting for them to get more in, and they haven't yet. So I have to go to the other Michael's by me because they have the dark gray that I need. And once I get that, I can make the appa, and I can also put that on my website as well. Next up would be the Sweet Snuggles Light. I only have two as of now. I have this lavender color and this ice green color, which is like a mint. The mint is my favorite pastel color, and purple is my little sister's favorite color. So I got these really for any project, so like stingrays and octos and frogs and whales and tiny projects like that that can really be in any color that you want. I am going to originally crochet with one of these two yarns, but I will offer them in just about all the colors that Michael's makes in Sweet Snuggles Light. That I can possibly find, because if they're always out of stock, then I'm not going to have it as a color option, as I will never be able to get the yarn. But all the yarns that they do offer, I will have as a color option, so you can pretty much get any small plushie that you want in any color. Next up, I just have one. This is Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles. So it is like the Sweet Snuggles Light. The only difference is the size. So Sweet Snuggles Light, they do not make a bright red. They do have a really dark red, which I do like, but they're always out of stock, and I cannot seem to get it. So I knew I needed a red for the top part of the Mabel chicken, and I decided to get the red that they make in size 7. As you can see, it is thicker, but I used the same size crochet hook as I did with the size 6 yarn, and it should work in theory. If not, I will get the red from like Joann's. They have a red color that's a size 6, and I will just get it from there instead. But if I can, I like to stick with Michael's because they're the closest to me. Next up, Michael's came out with some new yarns recently. They came out with 4 or 5 different new yarn types, and I currently have 3 of them. I think maybe they came out with 4, and I am hoping that my Michael's will carry the last new one they have because it is much thinner. And I might grab 1 or 2 of those if I can ever find them, depending on what colors they have. But I do have 3 different types. So this is Sweet Snuggles, just like the red that I showed you, but they came out with a multicolor collection. So I specifically got this dark blue and light blue, but they also got like this light greenish color. They got like a pink one and a yellow one, I think, and some other colors as well. I'll put them over here for you guys to see. But I specifically got this dark and light blue one because I have a lot of projects saved on my Instagram for like free crochet patterns, and one of them is a shark, and in the picture they use a blue, and it's like dark blue, light blue, and white. I think they use Bernat Blanket, but since Michael's came out with this one, I got this, so I can make that shark with this and then I can also add that to my website. Another yarn that they made is a fluffy Chanel yarn. It is a really, really thick yarn. They say it's a size 7, but because that's as high as they go for yarn, or as high as it's made, but this is like a size 9 or 10, if that even existed. So it is really thick and really fluffy. They came out with 8 colors total, but not including white. There were 7, and they're all lighter colors. So they have a pink, a green, a blue, a white, a purple, I think, yellow, something like that. I will put the different colors over here. But I did actually originally have 3 rolls, which I know sounds a lot, but you only get 27 yards per roll because this yarn is just so huge. But this is now all I have left because I created a giant triceratops. I seen a girl use the same yarn and make a giant triceratops, and I loved it. And my dad kept asking me for a bigger plushie, because all the ones that I have given him to originally test out patterns have been smaller. So I seen that video and I immediately knew it was perfect. So I went ahead and got 3 balls of the green color, and this is like one entire one. This is like one entire one, and just barely, like the last 3 rows is that 3rd ball of yarn. So you barely use any of the 3rd ball, but you do need it to finish this plushie. So as you can see, it's got 4 little feet on the bottom and the little horns, and then of course the 5 little frills here. And then of course I gave it a little butt as well. Well, it has a butt, a little butt. So I do offer this plushie on my website. I offer it in any of the 7 colors that they make in this yarn. I cannot offer it in white because the horns are white, so then you wouldn't see the horns. But I do have it in the other 7 colors. So if you would like to order one of these, you can go on my website and pick which color you want and order one of them. Last but not least, Michaels came out with this tweed yarn. So in case you haven't figured it out yet, I mainly use size 6 yarn or weight 6 yarn. It is my favorite size to use, and it's the most common for fluffy yarn that you can find. But another yarn they came out with was a multicolored tweed color. So I've been talking about these maple chickens in this video, and a lot of people make a maple chicken with the specific tweed color that Bernat Blanket makes, and I have been wanting to do a maple chicken for a long time, and I was going to give in and just get the Bernat Blanket. They have bigger rolls, it would be more chickens. Then I would also have to get the yellow and the red as well. And then Michaels came out with this new yarn, and I seen people posting about it, and then my Michaels carried it, so I went ahead and got it. So here it is. It's white and like a dark gray and like a lighter gray kind of, and it's tweed. As you can see, it's in a cake roll because I have already used some of this yarn. I forgot to record this video when they were all still in their packaging, so this is already as a cake roll. But I did make the maple chicken. Finally, here is the little guy. So he's in the tweed. As you can see, this is the main color people use making maple chickens. I will most likely offer this in all the tweed colors that they make instead of just this one. But as you can see, this is the mustard I showed you guys earlier for the beak. And then the size 7 yarn did in fact work out. I used the same size crochet hook as I did for this, for the size 6. And it made the stitches tight enough. You can't even tell it's a size 7. So it's not super ginormous over the chicken and looks out of place. So I did make this little guy, and I do love him. But I had another pattern saved as well, and I think I love this one a little bit more. So I am going to offer this separately, but I will also have a set that will also be this little guy. Look how cute he is. He is so cute and adorable. And this actually took me a long time to make. It took me like 15 or 20 minutes. because I was having trouble with this red part here. So when I followed the pattern, they had me sew it on, but with this chicken, you put it through this front piece here and you crochet on top of it. So I did actually freehand this part, which I actually like more. So I do, all the patterns that I make for my website, I write them down in a Word document and I print them out and I put them in a binder. So it's like my crochet binder. So if I change any things about any patterns, it's how I have it. So when I need to make more for my shop, I just follow that pattern and I can do it anywhere instead of having to keep it on my phone or computer and kill the battery. So I do have to write down this pattern because I haven't yet, because I did a custom beak. But just compared to this guy, he is so cute and adorable. So I am going to most likely offer them as a set on my website. Maybe it'll be a set of 1, maybe 2. So you get 1 big one and either 1 or 2 little ones. I'm not sure yet. But I am also going to sell these separately. I don't know how much. The problem is it does still take up 3 colored yarns and safety eyes and time. But obviously I can't make these cost too much or it will not be worth it for such a tiny little chicken. I am thinking about also turning this into a keychain. I do have some patterns saved to make keychain plushies. This was not what the pattern, when I used the pattern that came with this, that is not what it's meant for. It's just a tiny chicken. But I might turn it into a keychain on its beak or right behind, or not beak, on this bread part or right behind it. I am not sure yet. I haven't exactly looked into keychain pieces for crocheting. But I will definitely offer them as a set because this guy is so cute. I haven't measured him yet, but I think he's like around 3 inches long, and he's not very tall. And he's not very wide either. So I might turn this into a keychain as well, but I will definitely be selling these just like this and with sets along with this big guy here. So that is all of the new yarn that I have gotten in the past 2 weeks. Stay tuned for that because there are going to be a lot of new crochet products that I come out with. I did just launch a whole bunch of new products on my website. Seeing this video, it will be on Sunday. My launch was on Friday, so if you would like anything, you can go to my website. The link will be in the description, and it will be in my bio of YouTube as well, if you would like to check anything out. My next launch will be my Easter collection. But after that collection launches, I will probably do a crochet plushie collection. So these chickens, that shark will be in it. The horse that you guys have seen before, I'm going to make a brown and black one. And that will be on my website. I don't know if I said it, but the shark will be on my website. The appa as well. That will be like a crochet plushie type collection. So yeah, stay tuned for that so you guys can see all these new products that I make, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.